But I'll tell you who the analogy is for Ben Carson. It's Cam Newton. Hear me out here. Cam Newton was going strong, but then he encountered the Denver defense. And it was, as my dad said when I talked to him at halftime, he said, Cam Newton just looks like he doesn't want to be there anymore. He just has this look on his face. I don't mean to talk about the Super Bowl here, but he had a good point, and you could see that at the end. It was like he wasn't even trying. They even punted at the end of the game when it was 4th down with 2 minutes left. And you got the feeling that once Ben Carson started dealing with Trump and seeing if, being tested if he had the stomach for it, it was as if it wasn't there anymore for him.
Right. I mean, they do have clothing stores in Iowa, and the fact that he was going to go home to get a change of clothes, and he told the women on The View that he's economical. Well, I think it's more expensive to fly home to get a change of clothes than to go to Kmart or Men's Warehouse or whatever.
Or a laundromat.
Right, or the laundromat, exactly, or for dry cleaners. I agree with you. That's a great comparison, except for the class factor, which is that Ben Carson is not flashy. He doesn't wear those kinds of pants, those $850
right.
flashy Versace pants, and then he doesn't walk in with a swagger and then leave the press conference in anger when he loses.
Yeah, but did you see what came out about the press conference? First of all, the swagger is the swagger. I have 2 things to say about that. One is it was the same dance all the time, and it was not like he was being Terrell Owens, by the way, who I love, and who got totally robbed not getting into the Hall of Fame, who had a different dance every time. He does the same thing every time, and it probably is beneficial because his team plays with swagger, and it generally helped them this year. So I got to defend him there. And also with the press conference, he obviously was devastated and about to cry. But did you see the thing that came out in the last 24 hours? How inexplicably in this brand new stadium, he was right within earshot of a press conference going on with the guys on Denver, where they were talking about how they were planning on beating up with him. While he was talking, he heard every word of it, and they played the clip of how you could hear it, and it was so Bush League. It was minor league.
Come on. This is what, a 25-year-old, 26-year-old multi-millionaire?
I know, but it was very strange.
Deal with competition and hearing the opponents talk about how they won.
No. While he was answering questions, the guy was like 5 yards from him. The curtain.
Too bad, cry me a Versace river.
I'm sure it was something he had never dealt with, but it was weird with the curtain. I heard the actual sound he heard. Not to defend him, but he was beaten up badly by the Broncos.
What a crybaby! This guy is making multi-millions. Americans who are breaking their backs and struggling to pay the bills. Those are the people who, if they walked out of a press conference.
Yeah, well, guess what? They may be struggling, but they're not. They don't have Von Miller and DeMarcus Ware in their face if they're going to work at in a factory. Let's be honest here. That's scary. He was scared to death of those guys. Those guys are scary. Give Denver's defense credit.
Guy's ugly pants is what's more than a lot of Americans pay for rent every month.
I know. I'm just saying. You and I would be pretty terrorized by those guys, too. It wasn't playing the New Orleans Saints. Let's be honest here.
I'd like to think I would add some class and not walk out of a press conference.
I know, but...
It's part of his job. I mean, my goodness.